Hey guys, Cosmos here from server 4 Europe Kabam, and I'm going to be doing some solo arenas with the HADES SYLPH to show what he is like. Strange thing is, I opened some boxes, got lucky, and I got 2 blue HADES. And I feel both good and very bad about it because I barely opened any boxes. I opened in total of 50 boxes, which is criminal, and I got 2 HADES inside there and some players opening 200 plus or more boxes and not getting any. I really don't like such game balance. It's really unfair to other players, but what can I do? I got 2. I quickly leveled this up to 37 using just the regular SYLPH scrolls, and now I want to pop over to duel. Let's pick a warrior just to see what kind of things HADES is up to. So I'm gonna just try to get some rage and heal the troops, just to buy some time so I can start using HADES. So let's heal that Templar straight away. Get that restoration countdown working. Almost there for the HADES. Some seconds more and we can see what he is made of. I already tried one battle and his area attack was pretty cool. At least the animation was awesome. So here we go. I'm gonna try to heal that Templar. No luck. Let's switch over to HADES. Alright, so the second one, I will do the second skill first, is just a regular attack to a front row enemy. The first one is actually a healing attack, and this is the Delphic that he's got. He's hitting everybody, has got a chance to make him kind of bleed, 2%. So it's kind of a hoarse noise type of a weird thing. And now I'm doing the healing thing, so I'm gonna hit him and heal at the same time, which is nice. But he doesn't have, like Gaia, like one strong attack against a player. At least not in the default set. I'll post his skills again on my blog. They're already there from an older post, but I'll post now with pictures. Oh darn, I should have hit the first skill. No, there's no way I could kill this warrior with HADES at level 37. I need to level the HADES up. Maybe then he will present, some better helper. Let's do another warrior, just randomly picking people from the arena. I know warrior is maybe not the best choice. I just want the fight not to end very quickly. Like with mages, they will do area damage and so forth. And I want to give it some chance to show or to use all the skills of HADES. So we're almost there. I will try to do blessed light healing. Although that bottom Templar will die. I'll restore that Templar. Okay, that'll buy me enough time and switch over to HADES. Okay, here we go. I'll start again with a regular attack to the front Templar. Then the area damage we'll have to do right now. And now I could actually maybe kill this warrior. So with this area damage, it's quite strong actually, 310% plus 295, but it's still on the weaker side, 10,000, 10,000, and I'll kill him by healing myself and kill him at the same time. Yep, there it is, 17,000 because of the 50%. So that's a victory for my noobsy level 37 HADES, not upgraded or anything like that. Let's have a look at him. So here I have him at level 37. He is dark for his mark. Like other sylphs have other elements. He's the dark one. I don't have the awakening open yet. That's coming up at 55. His passive is giving 5% physical defense boost. Also interesting to note, when I did the auto confirm for his skills, it allocated to strength and endurance. So this is a physical attack sylph. So I can actually consider using him because he's physical attack, and that's one of the reasons why people were using Amazon. So now mages actually have a choice, Amazon or Hades to my understanding. But I'm not sure if it'll fit knights and archers. He also has other stuff, so these are his other skills. And let's have a look at over here. So physical attack 1750. Of course the health because endurance was brought up. So he has very bad light resist. So actually anybody who is going to invest in Hades should be aware that there are a lot of strong Apollos out there. So although it just reduces light damage, I'm not sure if this is a typo. Unfortunately, I don't have an Apollo to look at, but I do have Iris, and Iris is lightning minus, oh there it is, electricity minus 85, reduce electro damage, although she's supposed to receive more electro damage. So her electro resist is a minus 85, so she's supposed to receive more damage from Gaia, for example. On Hades' side, if we look at his attributes, he's got actually pretty good resistances, or at least he's got positive resistances to everything, of course to other Hades as well, but minus 85, so meaning he gets a lot more damage from Apollo. And that's the danger, because there are a lot of Apollos. If I go to SYLPH Arena, there is Apollo right there. They're much more spread, so anybody investing in Hades, when you're talking about SYLPH Arena, be conscious of the fact that you're going to have a disadvantage there. On the other side, when you're talking about mage versus mage combat, then they usually do not use Apollo. Why? Because Apollo is doing magic damage, and mages have very high magic defense, so they tend not to use Apollo. Mages tend to use a Pan, Amazon, or now Hades. So that's the thing with his attributes. Of course, I will possibly consider switching over to Hades from Amazon, although I do like Amazon a lot. And it will also depend on the skills that I will buy, either for Amazon or for Hades. The good thing that Amazon has versus Hades is that Amazon has this 5% additional attack, which is really good. It works really good for world boss. Amazon also has a really powerful one-shot Delphic, which Hades doesn't seem to have, at least on default, let's say, without buying any skills. Pan is also good, but Pan has got really good area damage coverage, but again, he's weak on the one shot. Hades is a kind of a hybrid type of a situation where he can hit single targets but not so strong, but heal himself at the same time. He can do an area damage, which is nice, but then you see when I cleaned out the troops, he didn't have something powerful to finish stuff off. Of course, we can have a look at his skills. So the known ones we already know. This is the single target 170% plus 125, so that's a regular, let's say, this one over here, this one, Shadow Strike. So these ones are the ones we get for free. So the passive, this is the interesting part of Hades. So when you lose health, your damage increases. So at 50% health, you get 15% more damage output. So technically, you know those situations where somebody brings you like you're almost dead and you just have that one last attack? At that time, Hades will hit quite hard at plus 30% almost. So that in that sense, Hades is very interesting actually. That's the dementia. We talked about the Delphic Endless Night, so there he's doing damage to all, and he's got 50% chance to put a kind of a, let's call it a bleeding effect of 2%, which cannot be dispelled. 2% is not criminal, although it is out of the maximum health. So for knights, that's gonna be a problem. It is limited to 8,000, like bleeding. So if you can imagine having this thing on and the bleeding on, you're getting like 16,000 damage per turn. Let's say against knights, and that's heavy, and that's before 50%. So the Devour Soul, we talked about that as well. That's you damage and heal. The damage is not so impressive, which is why the healing was not so impressive. But we did, maybe some of you saw the video from China, from the guy who was doing some insane damage, and therefore his healing was also insane. So let's look at stuff that you can buy. Random single target takes 74% of health damage for 3 rounds. That's good if, again, you clean out the troops, so you know exactly it's gonna fall on the player, because otherwise random you don't want. Basically, this is another bleeding effect. There's a lot of bleeding effect. So this one is nice. Haunch, it dispels 2 buffs on all enemy targets. So for example, Santoria can be removed. That's useful there. That might be useful also in dungeons. It's kind of a scatter. If it works that way, we should of course test it out, but it's basically a scatter. It's a SYLPH scatter. Then this other one damages a physical dark damage to a random single target, reduces the effect of healing by 50%. So you see here is again another kind of a tip that he is against mages or healers. Of course, if he does this right before the restoration of a mage, it's going to be pretty painful. So again, a mage PvP target thing, but you wouldn't use this in dungeons. And also this wouldn't really work on knights and archers that much, because, for example, the archers, they will shoot faster than you can predict to put this. For knights, only when they have iris, let's say. So that's limited. It's really for mages, I think. Then you got the Orcus Blessing, which is really nice. Increases damage by 30%, but damage received is increased by 10%. So this is perfect for somebody in the back row in Spire, for example, or a multiplayer dungeon where you can just stand in the back row. You'll get 10% more damage, which is absolutely no problem actually, but you can increase the damage output by 30%, which is really good. And it works only on yourself, of course, not on the whole party, but putting this first and then hitting with something strong is very interesting, and it lasts for 3 rounds. The curious thing is if it's real 3 rounds or it's actually 2 rounds after the casting. So then you got the Abyssal Shield, 5% reduction in crit rate. So this is, I'm not even sure. I think this is, I have a better description of this skill. I will look it up on my blog. I think this is reducing the crit rate that you get. So this, for example, would work really good together with the Guardian Angel. If that's the case, I will double check on my blog. With this video, I'll make also a blog post. So if anything, I will clarify things there and put the video at the bottom. And then you got the Malediction of Shadow. Target has 10% chance of succumbing to madness. So that's the chaos thing that I had on my blog long ago, and basically it's a chaos rune. In fact, it's a 10% chance of kind of activating a chaos rune if you want. So that's the percentage, but I don't believe in this one because 10% is also the same percent of illusion activation. Happens very rarely, and the chance that it'll happen right at the beginning of the combat with the player is very small. And if it happens afterwards when he has no troops, well, it's no use. And in dungeons, it's no use. So you see, from what we cover, there is no single powerful Delphic, so to speak of. Gaia does a lot stronger Delphic than here. He is doing 310%. Gaia is above 400%, so that's a lot stronger on single target. But he does do area, which Gaia doesn't. So in that sense, he can clean out the troops and then start using this single target healing, single target bleeding, and all kind of things like that. But he doesn't have a kind of a one-shot finisher. And in Class Wars, what I saw is when people convert to their SYLPH mode, let's say it's Gaia is a good example of that. One Delphic shot, the guy is dead. That's it. Which is why I think this guy will be suited. Hades will be suited a lot better for mages, because there the fights are more long, and there's healing and damaging and healing and damaging and nerve wracking and bleeding runes and whatever. It takes longer time, and for that the effects of Hades are better. He can bleed you out, on top of that do damage and heal and block your healing. So with this kind of thinking, I think at least at this stage he will be used a lot in mage versus mage, and the richer players will abandon probably the Amazon and switch to Hades if the fights are longer. If the fights become shorter, I think Amazon will again get the advantage. I think with the new troops that will come, which are level 70, at that time, I think the Hades will take an advantage, because right now people are able to clean out the troops rather fast, so they can get the Amazon to do the Delphic Vulcan's judgment quite directly on the player. But later on, if the troops become stronger, then they will need the Hades Delphic AoE to clean out the troops so they can reach the player. So that's a video on Hades and explanation. And again, sorry for all the people who who bought a lot of boxes and didn't get Hades. Unfortunately, I got 2 and I can't give 1 to a friend or something like that. That's how the game is built. And it's really rare occurrence. I think it's some kind of a freak accident that happened here. But anyhow, it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed my explanation and demo of Hades. So please do click on like and subscribe below the video if you did. Also helps a lot if you guys share on Google Plus or Facebook. You can check out my Facebook page at facebook.com/Lavash Games. The link is in the description. Also a link to my blog is in the description, or you can Google Cosmos Wartune blog. Huge Wartune blog, a lot of information. If you get any if you open any boxes and things like that, feel free to send them by email. I'll add them up to my drop rate reports to make the statistics more accurate. And that's it. If you wanna come and check out other games that Kabam has, or come join Wartune on Kabam at server 4, you can go to kabam.com and or you can Google Kabam Wartune and it'll get you there. So that's it, you guys. Thanks for watching and have a very nice day.